Good morning, folks. We're gonna do a week vlog here. Sign lighting is up here, and try to get our focus. We got it real simple right now, but we'll do something a little more elaborate. Whoa, down the road here. But good morning, folks. We'll take you on a week ride with us. Not a week ride, it'll be a strong ride. I'm gonna take a ride along here for a week or so with Almond, show you what we're up to. Go from there. Lovely morning here in beautiful Fairfield County. Vibe patio looking awesome. Thanks, Site 1 on that. Heartland Pergola, Rosetta retaining walls. Our guys are loading up, heading out. They shouldn't be loading up much. The rule of thumb now is going to be we're loading up in the evening and heading out for their jobs. Bo and Keith are already out, which is what's awesome about early load up. Mr. Travis there on our Mini. Apparently he's gonna grab some diesel before he takes off. So that truck's about to be replaced with a new dump truck. Man, this cough I got from, again, Pat Murray. Thanks, my guy. All right, so we're heading. Guys are heading out. Place is kind of a wreck. We got to really get some things squared away here. Okay. Well, it was pretty windy out there. I went outside to check, make sure we have some material for a project I'll be showing you tomorrow, and just make sure we have it in the supply yard here at Mexican River Rock from Site 1, matter of fact. Heartland Pergola, going out to, like I said, I'm going to do a couple site visits tomorrow. One yet today, matter of fact, come think of it. But other than that, just lots of logistics. Our landscape designer who we hired, Michael, just 3 weeks now, part of his deal was he already had a vacation scheduled. So he is on vacation. I think it's almost a month here now. I don't know. But anyways, he's on vacation this week. You'll meet him in future videos. And that's what I know. Other than that, just a million things going on. You folks know how it is. Here we go. We'll show you some sites here in a little bit. Hey folks, came by a job site here. We started this one 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it's got a lot going on. It's a really unique project, and pretty excited to show this to you. So here we are, day vlog. Guys, again, it's just so much stuff going on. It's tough to catch it always, but these folks shoehorned this building in here. It's all to code. It's all perfectly perfect as far as that goes. Really amazing because of the area. Some of the setbacks were really lenient. It's kind of wild because of the zoning, but regardless, we came in and we set this to grade, sloping away and down for asphalt contractor to come in here. We compacted this in with a reversible plate compactor, 12,000 pounder, so it's a monster. We cut that all to grade plus or minus 4 inches, so asphalt guys can come in and tune it exactly how they want. We've got a concrete subcontractor come in and do this. It's going to run to a channel drain here and there, all sheet draining out this way. Nonetheless, that pipe's going to tie in over here. But here's a really unique scenario. We had to build a little keeper wall there for concrete to come along, so we wanted it all to be one level around here, and then a little shade garden planting here. But we needed retention because this building's so high out of the ground. As you can see, that level there, and then it drops off a bunch. So one of the things we have got going here is we need to get this built up, and it was like 18 or 24, actually it was 24 inches. And we had a lot of limitations. This is the property line pretty much just outside these posts. And we couldn't put, standard reverse, retaining wall block in here because there just wasn't room there's drainage infrastructure all through here, stormwater drainage anyways, and just all sorts of stuff. And so I came up with the idea to use these Corten steel panels, and they're available all over the internet. You might talk to our friend Elmer at Potted Luck, also National Planter Supply. They sell a lot of this Corten steel, so you might talk to him about it. But there's 2 layers of geogrid in here to help sandwich and strengthen this. And then also there is all the tiebacks, the stainless steel cable tiebacks running back into here to make this thing really sturdy. So all full of clean stone. Everything's sloped and graded. The only thing I would say I'd like to see is this is a little low along the toe here. I'd like to see the guys come in, add some dirt. We got to come back anyways, so I want to make sure the guys get some soil along us, just get our toe slope built up proper and sloping away. We had some stormwater infrastructure here to do. We had to get all the drain. There's a drain line coming through here and a drain line over here, and it ties into this drain. City had kind of a weird thing going on with this. we've got a surface drain going into there. So we had to hit grade for that and then get this all to do that. Concrete again out here, and then asphalt dropping off. And we might have to plane that down a little bit, but really unique project. We have our concrete sub set, the channel drain. But we can do that, but we're not going to pour till April 1st, which is, I don't know, 3 weeks out. But yeah, really unique project. It was, logistics here were very challenging. Not a lot of room, off-street parking, was really not a thing. We had this driveway, but we couldn't get our big truck in here, couldn't get our tri-axles in here. So that was kind of rough. We did this handsome little landscape planting, I don't know, a few years ago, and then we came back out to do some more. So the brick lined streets here of Groveport, Ohio are pretty cool. And I just love these old clay brick streets, so super cool. And again, branding all the time. Coming into the office here, and so many things to do. And if you want to learn more about us here at Almond Landscape, go just further back in the YouTube channel. But I've been out of town at a Leanscaper event in Nashville, Tennessee. And when that happens, when you're gone for a while, the desk tends to build up. One of the things of running a business is running the business, working on the business, not in the business. We got great teams out in the field. And this is my job to keep things running here as this. So now it's time to straighten this mess up. Wednesday morning, good morning. We've got one of our apprentices here, Cameron. He's running my beloved floor sweeper, keeping the place clean. Hardscape Academy next weekend, folks, March 21st. Hey Cam, we're ready to start meeting in here, my guy. And got a lot of cool stuff to show there. Gotta get this place organized. Got a lot to do here. We're having a company meeting, and we're gonna talk about ways that we can cut waste in the company and then pay people more and share more profit. So we got this about ready to go here with everybody.
I don't want to hear that ever again.
Good morning, folks. Again, I'm playing Billy Big Rig today. I'm gonna take a load of stone to a job site. Normally, we try not to do too much delivery, but unfortunately, we've got a site where it's super limited. And Scott's guy's bringing a container back here. So anyways, I'm taking this monster truck here, and here we go. I love this truck. It's cool. Makes you feel like big time. But actually, it's about to leave the company here. It's just old. Every repair bill's on it, very expensive, and everybody hates this truck. I like this truck. It's a pain to drive, but we can't pull a trailer with it because of CDL's purposes, and so that limits us. Let's get some turbos working. We try not to haul too much material to site because it's not productive. We're not a delivery company, but this site's really tight, so we can't get a quad axle in or anything. So, all right. Well, that being said, I gotta drive here, heading out into beautiful Fairfield County. I'll show you the site here in a minute. Arrived here with our stone. And this job, intense little project here. Branding again. Scotty, Mr. Bo. Good looking truck, makes us look all professional. What we're doing here is replacing and redoing the entire front and back. A lot going on here. It's gonna be a really cool project. Had to run new drain lines yesterday because the existing infrastructure is pretty bad, and so new retaining walls up front here, all our infrastructure in place, beautiful steel wrist. But walls across the front here, walls across here. Got to redo that wall over there. And $1 billion in nitro sand. And here's our old tool cage. Then we've got our new tool cage here, which seems to be pretty good. We'll just need to add some partitions to it. That's taking shape pretty decent. So, but yeah, we definitely need to add some partitions to it. So, cool. And the site's looking real good here. We got plan table out. Scotty, we found our cable there. We had to upgrade our drain pipe across here to there, and we're getting somewhere, so looking good. All right. Awesome. Cool. Quick look inside our tool trailer here too, and we've got a lot of stuff going on here, but the great thing about a tool trailer, I got neon painters or neon duct tape here so that'll stick out more. That's coming today via Amazon. Awesome stuff there. Yippee. And then right on our work area, it's awesome. Bo, you're on YouTube, you're famous.
Right,
famous there. Oh well, whatever. And there's Scott.
What's up, y'all?
There we go. So here we are in the Kid Contractor podcast studios here, brought to you by our friends at Company Cam. Wednesday is time blocking day for podcasts. So I've got 3 podcasts this afternoon. This morning I was out in the field. I try to stay in making social media content and shooting YouTube videos and doing that kind of stuff all day on Wednesdays. But here my guest is. I think they're in the room. Let's go. Good morning, folks. One of my routines when I get in the morning is time for prayer and then also reading, and a couple books I'm reading right now. One is a recommendation. I got this cough. The Art of Communicating from my friend Brian Kellett. Had this book for a little while, started it and got distracted with some other books. Finishing this thing off, it's been good. The main premise of this book is just shut up and just listen more and listen with empathy and kindness. This is a really interesting political book, and essentially the key to politics is knowing where the money is. And so if you're going to be a dictator or even in politics of any kind, you've got to find out where the money is, and then that's where all the power is. So if you take over something, you got to do that. That, and then, like I said, we spend a lot of time reading, Brittany and I both. And here's some virtue signaling for you here in this area. But, lots of books in here that we've read. One Thing is a good one. His Needs, Her Needs is interesting. Sam Fink's mom wrote that book there. This is great. This got us out of a ton of trouble way back in the day when we were really young. So I'd highly recommend Dave Ramsey there. Good to Greats, really good. Entering Her Vortex, a little more, I don't want to say advanced read, but for the men in the room. The Basic Elements of Residential Landscape Architecture, that's a must read. Anything by Norman K. Booth on landscape design, landscape architecture, that's a big deal. This farm drainage book is fun. That's a cool one. Super old book. Thrilling read here, this Purchasing Handbook. Not really. It's whatever. Simple Numbers, Straight Talk. Andy Mulder's huge on that book. He loves that book. Mastering Rockefeller, that's the next one Britt's going to read. Profit First is really good. This is a classic and a must-read by everybody ever. My kids will have to read this eventually. How to Win Friends and Influence People, the old Dale Carnegie classic. You got to read that. What all we got here? Some more of my horticulture and turf books. Extreme Ownership's great. Leaders Eat Last, have not read that yet. Daily Journal, Stoic Journal, that's good. Paul Jameson, The Diligent Shall Prosper. That's Just my buddy Paul Jameson there. And I got a ton other books, but this is fantastic. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. And this is another one my kids will have to read, Richest Man in Babylon. Great, easy, fun read about being smart with money. I just adore that book. It's just so good. So lots and lots of reading, lots of podcasts, but super important is application. It doesn't do you any good to do all this stuff and not, ready, aim, fire. It's really important to fire. So, okay, that's my thing here. I go to Bible study here in a little bit and then start to crank on for the day. Here we go. Fuel system here today. They are bringing fuel to us. Thank goodness, much needed. Liquid gold. Beautiful day here. Our boys down there enjoying pond life. And just got off a huddle call with the guys we're doing every day at noon. Mr. Hunter there doing Hunter stuff. And we're back to making things happen here. Hey folks, this is the job we're doing next week. We're going to dewater this area. It's supposed to hold water up to this little drain inlet here, and then until it goes over the top of this control structure here. They call it an outfall control structure. And let me get a video turned around here. But what we got going on here, look at me dressed all the part. But I'm just kind of up here just pre-gaming for the second time on this job, just trying to make sure of a few unknowns here. And there's a concrete channel through here. It's full of sediment, and so we're gonna dewater this and then tidy up and clean up the silt and sludge and all that junk in here, and haul that, export that off site. And then our friends at Central Tree Care, they're coming in as a sub to cut all this vegetation down, chip it up and get it out of here. So we got the only challenging part of this job is going to be getting material out of here, and even then that's not that bad, but we'll see how it goes. So we'll get dewatering going Monday and go from there. So yeehaw. Hopefully it's supposed to rain a bunch this weekend. We missed like possibly the best week to do this, but yeah, so this will be interesting. Be an interesting job next week. So follow along on the channel here. We'll try to do another week vlog of this job, showing how it goes and all that stuff. Like how that grate here ends up there, I don't know. Dig groundhog in the water, it's gross. But yeah, some of these stormwater projects are pretty gross, and this is just stormwater. So hats off to the folks that work in sanitary, like sewage and stuff, because that's gnarly. So tip my hat to you folks for sure. So that being said, that's the beginning of day Friday here. But follow along, subscribe, all that junk, and we'll do another video of all next week where I'll be running this job along with the guys running their respective landscape projects. So here we go. Next job site here. So the state's coming through. They widen the road right of way for work going on down the line. You can see all the clearing being done. And so we're going to extend that storm drain out and fill this with soil, and then produce a planting here to, again, provide privacy to the homeowner from the road and the extension. So this is going to be pretty intense. This doesn't start for 2 or 3 weeks yet, but wanted to get a look at it since the state's been in, or whatever contractor clearing things out. So this has been pretty interesting. We'll show more on this one here coming up. But all we're doing is just adding some more land mass here to plant trees, provide screening for the client again. So we installed this walkway here last year. It looks beautiful. I'm trying to keep the property discreet, but installed this walkway last year. Looks awesome. Then we did this stone path walkway down through here down to the pond, and did this geocell, which it's some erosion, but I'll show you folks. And the reason this is important to me is so that folks know, like, A, we're not perfect. B, we stand by our products and things we install. We take care of our clients, because potential clients watch us on here, clients watch us on here. It's hard to show a failure on a project or an issue, but we want everyone to know, A, we're not perfect, but B, judge us how we fix problems, right, or fix an issue on site, not by the problem itself, because we're going to stand by it. We were here 20 years ago, we're going to be here in 20 years from now. And so when clients see this, know that we're going to be here to take care of you, and we're not a startup, we're not inexperienced, we just have an issue now and then, but we take care of it, and we're going to stand by what we do. So That being said, here's this. This is crazy. I've never seen it. We've installed this product before. Have some other videos on it. But this stuff heaved out of the ground like crazy. Our client thought it all eroded, but I don't see any evidence of it eroding. So if I was an S-bag contractor, I would say, oh yeah, eroded out. We need to just top dress and whatever. But I don't see any evidence of that. So I'm guessing this stuff just heaved out of the ground. I don't get it. This is so wild. But I mean, if you look at that, that's what that appears like. The freezing and heaving just pushed this stuff out of the ground. Absolutely nuts. So that being said, wow. And maybe, I mean, it doesn't look like it got stapled down, so we messed that up. I don't know. So crazy. So that being said, pretty wild, but we'll fix it. Thank goodness we got that micro mini excavator, because we'll peel this stuff up gently, peel it back, lay it back down. We'll import some more screenings, but yeah, man, craziness. Or stone dust, which is something you don't want to put on pavers, by the way. You don't want to set pavers on stone dust. And if you want to know why, come to hardscapeacademy.com. This is my father-in-law's machine, and need to set all winter, so need to get it out, get it exercising. I rent it from him when we need it. So need to cycle hydraulics, need to grease it, all that stuff. Dozers are awesome, man. I love this thing. Doing some training here with young guy on the Mini here, and first time ever running it, so we're just kind of working through that. We're having to spend about 20 minutes on it here, transferring this pile of gravel from here on back, and learning what tippy feels like at distance like that, and a lot of things to learn here. So, what's up, folks? Oh, it's windy. Keith, Mr. Keith here, coming in late on a Friday. He's a real G. I'm gonna get run over. That's seriously how that stuff happens. Video my own death. Making room here for our another load of stuff coming in on that Ants trailer. Coming in hot, blowing out snot, as Zeke says. This pile of debris got dumped here for some reason. I don't know why. So Keith had to go even later on a Friday night. He's probably at 50 plus hours now, which we don't ask that too much of the guys. And Keith's a real gangster. He helps make it happen around here, and I'm grateful for that. We're gonna dump that Ants trailer here. I'm winding down some things in the office. That's that. YouTube channel, like and subscribe. You ready? Man, 1, 2, 3. Come on, Zeke, let's go. Let's go, Zeke. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Ah. Yeah.
Great freeze.
Oh, my word.
Zeke said